Tonight we have an exclusive look at an effort to fight gun violence.
CBS 2's Jennifer Bisram reports on the gun violence strategic partnership and a grieving mother who says it's still not enough.
Often embodying the role of the nice guy who is both thoughtful and caring. My gentle giant was Alonza Georgia. He was kind, reserved, well-mannered, and always smiling. Alonzo was a person whose compassion knew no bounds. He would often save his lunch or food from summer camp to feed the homeless. His love for nature was profound, enjoying both hunting and fishing. Alonzo had the best of two worlds, spending time in both the city and the country. He was one of the youngest members of a hunting group based out of South Carolina, where he learned valuable lessons about nature, discipline, hard work, structure, and values. His time in the city, on the other hand, taught him crucial lessons about people, survival, trust, and adjusting to a faster pace. The combination of both of these experiences built Alonzo's character, creating a blend of urban savvy and rustic wisdom. My son was working as a delivery driver, delivering food to schools throughout the city. One night, he called me with excitement saying he was coming into some money and wanted me to put it in the bank for him. Initially, I did not feel comfortable doing that, so I told him no. I changed my mind and called him back, agreeing to put the money in a lockbox. He was trying to save for a car. A few days later, I received a disturbing text message with him holding the money in his hand. Concerned, I warned him not to show the picture to anyone and be careful because people could hurt him. Tragically, my fears were realized when not only did they hurt my son, but they took his life.
So, see, he definitely came and did what he was purposed to do, which was leave his impact, leave his fingerprint here on earth. And just looking at this room and how full it is, all the love that's here, I know that he completed his mission and he left his fingerprint for all of us. But I just wanted to speak to how Z had encouraged me. So, I was a family member of a few rebels growing up in St. Nicholas and growing up with Z in the same building and, crossing paths, always loving him. He was always joyful. I went away to prison, and on my return, I decided to follow my brother footsteps and start mentoring, like live a life of peace. And I took up a job opportunity. Reverend Morris Miller, he was able to interview me and put me into a position. And my duty was to gather youth, Nicholas houses, and mentor them. These 16 of them, ages 16 to 24. Z was a part of that first cohort. But I was like walking on eggshells, I had butterflies, like, this won't work. But Z was my advocate, he was my motivator, my encourager, and he gave me faith that it will work. And one of his favorite lines is that I ain't gonna hold you. And the second one was, I got a proposition for you. I know I'm not gonna hold you. You got 17 of us in here, the streets are safe. I'm like, I look around and I'm like, you know what, now I'm just down in the neighborhood. Then one more opportunity I had, I took these for having a discussion and they were speaking, anti-gun violence. That's what I was encouraging Z to get into. And he got a chance to speak in this space. This is first time meeting all of these people. I'm talking about he turned the house up, he showed up and showed out. And when he got through talking, they wanted his autograph, they wanted stuff from him that he ain't even had. I'm like, yeah, he gonna take my job out. Engagement and peaceful solutions. He definitely was an advocate for peace and peaceful solutions. Love him for that. He also did the anti-gun violence employment program, MNTJ, and they were the first two for liver redemption, so where they helped grow it. So now we have 20 slots. We only have 2 slots. We got intern youth, and for TJ and Z, they was able to help advocate and do what they needed to do, showing up in spaces, advocating, and now we have 20 to 40 slots, so where we can intern youth. And I just want to say the impact that Z had on my life and my career I'll never ever know them or forget them. But that's my piece.
Everyone he met was left with a positive, lasting impression. His smile, walk, and attitude were mesmerizing, leaving him indelible mark on everyone he encountered. Living without my only son is the hardest thing I ever had to do. Each day is a challenge, some days harder than others. Currently, one of the most difficult things is going to court and facing the people responsible for killing my son. Not understanding the justice system makes it even more challenging. I have no idea what the penalty will be for the life they took. It's very difficult. I sometimes try to act like he's just somewhere else.
Elaine Francis has been living with a broken heart without her firstborn son, Alonza Georgia, for almost a year. Police say the 24-year-old delivery worker was shot and killed during a robbery at his Harlem apartment building last March.
They pushed him out of the building and they shot him.
The men involved were arrested 2 weeks later and are being charged with murder.
Some days I just try to make myself believe he's just away. This does not help me in my grief. As a parent who has lost a child, I never want anyone to forget his name, who he was. I will always continue to speak his name. My son will want us to honor the life he lived, the gentle giant he was, and not let this loss consume us with grief. We strive to remember him with love and pride, carrying forward the values he held dear and the lessons he taught us through his actions and spirit.
Hello, my name is Alonza Georgia. I'm the father of Alonza Georgia. First of all, I'd like to thank God, and I'd like to thank God for my son. And I'd like to share this with you all. The pain of losing Alonza is unimaginable. And while no tribute could ever heal the loss, I believe that co-naming a street after him would be a meaningful way to honor his memory and keep his spirit alive in the community. This street co-naming could serve as a reminder of love and positivity he brought to our lives, as well as an opportunity for the community to reflect on the impact of gun violence and the importance of unity and understanding. A location like 131st Street and Adam Clayton Jr. Boulevard has significance for my son and would serve as a central location in the community, would be especially appropriate and appreciated. And again, I thank God for you all just giving me the opportunity to say something about my son. Thank you again.
What can I say about Bigger Z, Zaquan? I miss him, number one. Number two, he would look out for my mom. My mom is elderly, and he would see my mom leaving my grandma's house late in the evening, because she stayed late in the evening, checking on my grandma. And he would walk her to the bus stop. He would wait with her at the bus stop. And he would just make sure, he would call her auntie and make sure she was okay. And that's what I really appreciated about him. Not only that, he would check in with me when I came through and let me know, hey, I walked your mom to the bus stop. It was kind of late. And I just wanted to make sure she was okay because of the neighborhood we live in. He was such a wonderful kid. A sweet teddy bear, fun, very funny. Always kept you laughing, always kept a smile on your face. Zaquan, you will be missed.
In Alonza's memory, I created a non-for-profit organization called Alonza Smiles Pathway to Progress. I was incorporated on February 3rd, 2025. The initiative is deeply personal to me, both motivated by the loss of my son, a hardworking young man who exemplified the spirit of perseverance. In his memory, I aim to create meaningful employment opportunities for youth in our community, empowering them to develop valuable skills and gain the experience they need to thrive. I believe that every young person deserves a chance to succeed, especially in today's competitive job market. Through Zaquan Smiles Pathways to Progress Incorporated, I plan to implement programs such as job readiness workshops, internships, and mentorship initiatives that can connect youth with local businesses and community leaders. As Aquan Smile Pathways to Progress, our mission is to empower individuals by providing comprehensive programs, employment training, and opportunities that foster independence and dignity. We believe that everyone deserves a chance to thrive in a supportive environment, enabling them to overcome barriers and escape the cycle of hardship.